why do so many of our clients start looking in Peachtree City but end up buying in one of the surrounding areas?
Let's talk about that.
When looking to purchase in the South Metro Atlanta area, a lot of our clients start looking in Peachtree City. Well, it's got a lot going for it. You got a multi-use pass system, they've got great schools, you got that whole golf cart lifestyle.
And they love to start in Peachtree City because if for no other reason, they've got to look at all these people driving around golf carts. Go to Starbucks, go to Chick-fil-A in a golf cart.
So a lot of people have heard of Peachtree City, and that's why we named our channel Moving to Peachtree City.
But once they start in Peachtree City, and we're going to discuss some of the other factors, they decide to explore outside of Peachtree City.
So one of the main things of why people move outside of Peachtree City is that wonderful lifestyle. It comes with a price. The average price this last year in Peachtree City was $520,000, and that's up what, almost 6%.
And one of the things we talk about when buyers come and they're exploring where they want to live in the South Metro Atlanta area, we take them around and we talk about Peachtree City, and one of the things we talk about is you're purchasing a lifestyle. And as funny as that sounds, when we talk about the golf cart lifestyle, you really are. It's more than just purchasing a house in Peachtree City. It's a lifestyle.
But there are some other great towns right outside. So the two main counties just south of Atlanta that we specialize in is Fayette and Coweta County. So one of the great towns right outside Peachtree City is Tyrone, and it's nestled right in between Peachtree City and the interstate. So if you're going up to Atlanta or the airport on a regular basis, Tyrone's a great option.
And we have a lot of people that like to look there for that reason. The average price point there is about $481,000. That's up 3.6% over the year prior.
So another great town right outside Peachtree City is Fayetteville. Fayetteville is the county seat. It's a little older. It's actually where I grew up. I graduated high school there a long time ago, but it's had a great revival recently.
And there's been so much growth there. One of the things that's happened in the last 5 years is the town of Trilith. And you have Trilith Studios.
And that's where they film all the Marvel movies. And if you're watching Loki on TV right now, that's where they film Loki.
And Family Feud, if you like game shows. The average price point there is about $414,000. That's up 2.5% over year prior.
So another great town just south of Fayetteville and south of Peachtree City is Brooks. Now, Brooks is a little unique. With a couple little exceptions, every home in Brooks has at least 5 acres, and a lot of them have 10 and more acres.
Yeah, so your average price point there is $534,000, which is up a little over 4% over the prior year.
So that's a little more expensive than your average price point in Peachtree City, but you're getting a lot of land with it.
Yeah, and one of the things, because things tend to move south, is Brooks has a lot of new construction. So you're getting 5+ acres plus new construction. That's going to come with a little bit of a price tag as well.
So we're going to shift over to Coweta County. Now, Senoia is really right next to Peachtree City. It's just a 5-minute drive south of Peachtree City, and it's well known too. That's where they filmed The Walking Dead. That's where they filmed Sweet Home Alabama.
You may know it as Woodbury, but it's Senoia.
So there was a lot of filming going on there.
The average price point in Senoia is actually almost $471,000. That's up 5.1%. They've seen a lot of growth over the last couple years in Senoia.
Now, on the other side of Coweta County, right off the interstate, is Newnan. Now, Newnan is the biggest town out of all the towns we're talking about. The most population, the most houses. You have a lot of options there because of so much population.
Yeah, and the average price point of Newnan is almost $359,000. That's up 4% over the year before.
So nestled in between Newnan and Peachtree City is Sharpsburg, and it's really a great location. A lot of people move there because they can either have a job in Newnan or they have a job in Peachtree City, and again, you have great access to the interstate.
That's where we got our first house. The average price point there is $407,000, which is up almost 5% over the year before.
Now you go further south in Coweta County, south of Newnan, and you get to Moreland. If you want to be more in the country and be more secluded, Moreland's a great option.
And their average price point there is almost $423,000, which is up 5% over the year before.
So as you can see, the nearby towns are more affordable, with the exception of Brooks, but Brooks, you get land with your house as well.
So if you're someone who craves the smell of fresh paint or the joy of new construction, you're in luck, but maybe not in Peachtree City.
So Peachtree City is getting kind of landlocked. So there are some areas where builders are building new, but the land is very expensive. And for them to build on that property and make a decent profit, they're building luxury homes.
Yeah, so there are some resales now that have been built probably in the last 5 years, so you're getting a little bit newer construction.
Newer, but not new.
Yes, they're about starting in the 600s. More of them are more in the 700s. But anything that is being built now and in the near future, as we're learning, it is completely luxury price points.
It's $800,000 north, and most of it is north.
Yeah, most of it is around the $1 million price point.
So if you want something more of a standard home, but you want brand new, there are more options outside of Peachtree City.
Yes, there's areas of Fayetteville, Tyrone, Senoia, Newnan, Sharpsburg. Those are all neighboring towns, and a lot of those have new construction. Now, everything's gone up. We know that. So nothing is cheap right now, but you can get something in a lower price point. You're not necessarily going to be in that luxury price point.
So another great thing about building new is you get new. And there's new standards for insulation and the appliances and the mechanicals. So it's a lot more efficient to buy a brand new house.
So in Peachtree City, the average age of a house is what, Dave?
It's like 34 years.
Yes.
So those houses that are 34 years old and older, when you buy that house for $600,000, well, there's a good chance you might have to put another $100,000 into it. It might need new roof, new windows, some insulation might need to be redone, HVAC might need to be redone, plumbing, you can just go down the list.
And some are willing to do that because they love Peachtree City, but others, once they see that, they're like, okay, let's explore some of the other areas and see what there is to offer there. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe to our channel, and share with a friend.
So a lot of people move to Peachtree City because they like the village concept. They like the idea of being in a neighborhood and the whole community feel of it. But there are people who would rather not have that.
Yeah, some people want a little more solitude. They want a little more space. They don't necessarily want to see their neighbors, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody has their different likes and dislikes.
We had clients that want to buy their home and they want to build their dream shop, whether working on cars or woodworking or whatever, or they just want to do something different and be unique.
And you can do some of that in Peachtree City, but a lot of that—
It's a lot more challenging in Peachtree City.
It is from rules and regulations standpoint, but also some of the things you mentioned, Dave, require more land. Once you get outside of Peachtree City, there's a little more freedom with that. Some of the newer neighborhoods, a lot of the homes are on at least an acre.
And some of those lots are a lot bigger than an acre.
And we talked about Brooks earlier. You have at least 5 acres there. Now, nearby towns, you still want to explore other options and you still want a smaller yard, you're going to be able to find that in the nearby towns as well. It's just that you also have the option of a little more land.
There's just a lot more options once you get outside Peachtree City.
For land. So another compelling factor is that if you want a true downtown, Peachtree City doesn't have that.
Now some other towns do. Senoia, Fayetteville, Newnan, they have that true downtown, and there's a lot of homes where you can walk down to the square and have dinner or enjoy that alive after 5.
Yeah, so you have those true antebellum homes, and you have some areas of Newnan, Senoia, that they are building some new homes as well within walking distance, and there really seems to be a revitalization. Dave mentioned that about Fayetteville earlier, and you have Trilith and some other new neighborhoods. They all have a true downtown square.
They do, and it's so fun to go down these downtown events, and they all have them. They have car shows, and they have special things on holidays, Christmas, Halloween, or whatever, and they make it a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think there's something nostalgic about that for a lot of people. They remember visiting their grandparents and going downtown, or they just like the feel of that. You can go support your mom and pop shop owners and the restaurateurs, and it's really nice. You don't have to necessarily go to the big box stores. You can go downtown, and a lot of people love that option.
And as great as Peachtree City is, the village concept, because of that village concept, you don't have a true downtown. It just doesn't exist.
And it will never happen there, and that's okay.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, right? While Peachtree City is a fantastic place to live, it's important to realize that the surrounding towns have amazing charm as well.
So whether it's price point, desire for new construction, or maybe you want a lot of land, there are some great alternatives on the south side of Atlanta outside of Peachtree City.
So as always, if you're interested in moving to South Metro Atlanta area, we're your team. All our information is in the description below. Call, text, email. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, whether that's in a week or a year, go ahead and reach out. We love to get acquainted with everybody.